All right. Back with another one. Today, I'm going to show you how to use the Snippity Doodah tool. Now, it's not called Snippity Doodah. It's called Snippet, but I call it Snippity Doodah. All right. So this tool is going to help you snip certain things, not just a whole image, but parts of an image on a web page for later use. And I'm going to show you a couple examples. Okay. First things first. This is only for Windows machines, by the way. Sorry, Mac users. So if you click in the search bar on the bottom left, right, and you type in SNI, right, first thing that comes up is this snipping tool. What you're going to do is you're going to go over to the right, you're going to hit pin to taskbar, and you notice there it is, right there on the bottom, right? So your taskbar, by the way, is stuff you could pin, stuff that's on your Windows machine that you could pin to it for ease of access, such as if you want to go to settings real quick, instead of going, all the way to here, and then going to here, and then finding stuff, you could just easily just click on a shortcut, right? So if I want to go to settings, I could just click here, blah blah blah, right? But that's another video. So here we go. If you want to snip something, so what do I mean by that? Check it out. Let's pretend that somebody's in your class, right? And they go, Mr. Luna, where is the student guest Wi-Fi? And then, they're home, they're virtual, and you're like, well, it's on the launch pad. And they're like, well, what does it look like? And then you're like trying to describe it. Why not just snip it, right? Whoa, I just dropped my mouse. All right, so why not just snip it? What do I mean by that? Well, Mr. Luna is going to be like this. All right, let me just snip it to you and send it an email. You're going to go down here to the snippet tool, right? Right here. See what my thing is? You're going to left click on it, right? Then you're going to hit new. And notice the screen's kind of grayed out, right? And you see this crosshair right here, right? This plus sign. You're just going to left click down and you're just going to highlight what you want to snip. Snip means take out, right? There you go. And then you're going to get this box here, okay? There's a couple things you could do. You could right away just right click on it, copy, right? Go to your email, right click, paste, and there she is, right? Right, you could do that, or you can hit file, save as, right, for future use, right? So I'm going to show you in a minute, if you're trying to do this to a Google form, then, you can't just copy paste an image into a Google form. You have to actually save it first. But here's what you could do, with this. You could save this for later use. You can also, click right here and be like, listen, there it is right there. You could point to it. You could circle it, right? You could highlight it. You can do whatever you want, right? Highlight, pen, and then eraser, right? So that's a couple things you could do right away, right? So when I make something and put it on the Launchpad, this is how I snip it and put it into the email, okay? So that's the first way that you can use the snippet tool, right? And this also goes for Google Docs, right? You could snip something and put it right into a Google Doc, right? You could do it to a Google Slide. But like I said, you cannot do it into a Google form. Okay, so let's just pretend that we have a Google form and we want to put an earth science question into it from a Regents exam. I got my Regents exam popped up right here. Let's say I want to add this question, number 1, right? All you have to do is click the snippet, right? Get this bad boy out of the way, hit new, highlight the whole question. Now you can't copy paste this into a form. You have to file, save it as, right? Earth Science question 1, or whatever you want to put, whatever, how you can find it. Hit save, X out, go to your Google form. And for the question here, you just click the image, click browse, and then click the image that you just saved. And then, like magic, it appears, right? And down here for the questions, you would put A, B, C, right? Because it associates with this. And up here, you could just write, answer the question. Ow, no, I'm joking. Right, there you go. So when you do it for a Google form, you have to save it as, right, an image. And if you do it just for an email or a Google Doc, you could just copy paste it, right? Simple, 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 okay? That you want, you click the snippet tool. Then you click new, grayed out. You get your crosshair, highlight with the left click, drag, let go, right click, copy, or right click, save as, or file save as. And that's all you have to know, right? And then there's tools up here you can write on, like, hey, this is where you go. If you're talking to a family, like, this is where you go, families. Like, where do I go on the website? Well, that's where you go. Circle it, point to it. You get the idea. You understand what this is all about, right? It's just quickly taking pictures out, right, of a web page, not the whole web page, just portions of it, right? And then sending it to somebody, putting it in Google Doc or put it in a Google form, whatever you want to do with it, all right? That's pretty much it. Snippet tool is really cool. All right. If you have any questions, contact me or Melissa. Bye.